I was invited to Lagos Slushed over the weekend, and this was the Ivy or the creative that was sent out over their social media platform. Feel the girl now, white on white, as an angel, you know. Then at this stage, I was heading straight to the venue because one thing about me is integrity with time. Time management is something that I'm working day and night for. So I try to avoid anything that will negate that. If you look at me sitting pretty because I was on time, in fact, I was there before the attendees. While entering, I was given this tag to show that yes, I'm a speaker or a VIP personnel, not an attendee. Thank God for that. But sitting down, the hall was beautiful. It was done at the podium. If you have been to the podium, you know how beautiful it was, and I was sitting. And then looking at the screen, I saw that the moderator called 2 people out of 5 people. I was looking at myself on the screen. I was like, what's going on here? So while called, I cracked a joke, and the moderator, everybody laughed and good. So he asked me a very interesting question to start off my session, and it was like, what do I do? And I mentioned something very interesting in just one sentence. I will break it down for you. I told him my role in this world is to mitigate business risk. What does business risk mean? So I'm going to break it down into 2 or 3. There are other ones, but let me just mention it. 1, financial risk. 2, reputational risk. 3, social risk. And what are we saying here? Financial risk in the sense that I want to save money for the business. A reputational risk in the sense that I want to paint my company in a good light. But the topic here wasn't even about talking about risk. It's about AI, who builds it and who benefited. AI ML, AI LLM, and all those things. If you look at the screen, you will see the topics there. Then I was thinking the program was about to end, and this guy, the moderator, asked me another question. He said, Tim, in terms of policy, what do you think? Then I was answering this question from the standpoint of a product manager, telling him that before we draft our policy, we need to consider the end user, meaning the person that will read those policies at the end of the day. And I asked a very simple question. I said, how many people read their I agree to stuff, maybe on applications? People were just looking at me, which I know I'm also guilty of sometimes. So that means when we're drafting our policy or we are drafting our copyright laws, we should take cognizance of people that will be interacting with it. And that's what made product management interesting. Then the moderator bring this to a close because I closed it for him, telling him that everybody needs to be careful of who controls AI, because AI won't take the job, but people who control will take the job. Then we all stood up like, arise, shine, for your light has come. We took wonderful pictures, and I was looking fly at the end of the day. See me out.